Hi everyone, today I thought I'd make a video about how to stop counting calories. So if you're watching this, you're probably either recovering or, you think that you have an eating disorder or something eating disorder related. So basically I just wanted to talk about calorie counting and all of that. If you actually want to recover from your eating disorder, you know that you have to stop counting calories. And I'm not saying that everyone with an ED has a calorie counting problem, but I'm just saying for me it was that. It still is a problem, I guess. So I just wanted to explain how I'm sort of stopping to count my calories and stuff. So basically between you and me, we all know that you can't just stop counting calories. One day you're not going to be like, oh, today I'm not going to count calories anymore, because we all know that's not going to work. My advice is to start counting them less, or gradually stopping. The first thing I did was to delete all those apps that we all know we have on my iPod or my iPad, like MyFitnessPal and calorie counting apps and stuff like that. That's the first big step. I remember my friend Cass at the hospital made me promise to her I wouldn't download them ever again. I deleted them in front of her and stuff, and it was pretty monumental. And the important thing is to really do that. That's the first thing. Or to not write in your journal about what you're eating anymore, because that's what started it all, I guess, for me. And it's the hardest thing to choose not to do it anymore because you're so used to it. But think about it, why would you want to stop counting calories? It makes your head hurt. It's way too time consuming. It's an additional stress to your eating disorder that you really don't need. And a lot of the time you don't need to count your calories, because if you listen to your body and you just eat what you need, you're not going to go over what you're supposed to eat in a day. Personally, I would just count calories every second of the day, and I wouldn't even listen in school, so it's really not good, and I really suggest you try to stop. So yeah, after you delete your apps, then it's all mental, the calorie counting. I'm warning you, it's going to be mental. You're just going to count them in your head. For me especially, I still count it in my head, but after a while it gets it makes your head really hurt because you're doing everything mentally now. You're not noting it down and forgetting about it. You're thinking about it all day. So eventually your brain is naturally gonna stop counting so precisely, and gradually it'll just you'll start rounding, and let's say that there's 76 calories in something, right? Your brain will be like, oh, there's 80, or oh, there's 70, or there's 75, so it's easier to add up. And then after that, eventually it'll start rounding to the hundreds and stuff like that, and it'll slowly go away. Well, for me, that's how it worked. I when I was really desperate, I looked up on Google and stuff, how to stop counting calories, and no one gave this advice, so I was thinking maybe my advice is different from others, but for me that's what worked. You can't just cut it out, because it's something that you've done for so long and you've trained yourself to be good at it, so it's natural that you don't want to get rid of it and you can't stop. It's like knowing your basic facts, you don't forget what 2 plus 2 is. So that's how I like to explain it to people that ask me why I'm counting calories. But slowly, I promise you, it will go away. Just don't try to stop all of a sudden. For me, that's basically what's working. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that I don't count calories anymore, because I still mentally round off numbers and stuff. But like I explained before, I'm slowly, gradually stopping, and I think that's what's really important, to not have in mind your end goal, but to have to experience your progress every day. if one day you write down all your calories, you know, that's fine. You don't think of it as a step back. You think of it as, oh, you stayed stable. Tomorrow you're going to try to do better. And you don't have to, like, delete your app all of a sudden, you know. You could start to, like, be like, oh, I'm not going to write down my breakfast anymore. I'm only going to write down lunch and dinner. Or, you know, you don't have to go, like, huge steps at a time. You go at your own pace and whatever is comfortable for you. Just have in mind your goal. Your goal is to be recovered, a really far goal and a really, like, broad goal so that you don't stress yourself over your goal. And that's basically my advice on how to stop calorie counting. If I wasn't really clear, you can always message me on YouTube or on Tumblr and I'll gladly, like, answer you more specifically. Just try not to mention any numbers in the comments or in my messages, because if I want to post it on Tumblr, you know, I don't want to trigger people and I don't want to be triggered either, because I'm not recovered. I'm just giving out my personal experience and what has been working for me. And just to give you some insight, I've been counting calories for like years now, so you have to be realistic with your goal, and if you've been doing something for years, you can expect it to stop the next day, so don't get discouraged, but it is possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try to upload a little bit more often, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.